are live on YouTube as well. Hello, everyone. How are you, everyone? How are you doing today? Welcome back to my challenge, Spin the Globe and Draw. And today is the official day number 9, and it's more than half of the month. And most importantly, it's almost Friday. It's almost Friday, so we're almost there. And there's no other way to celebrate this by doing another drawing challenge. And today, so I'm on YouTube as well. Hi everyone on YouTube. How are you doing? I hope you had a great day. And today we have to draw a very interesting place in Italy. Is in Torino. It's actually not far from my hometown. And the location of today has been submitted by Salvatore Russo from Instagram. So thank you very much, Salvatore. I guess you are from Torino as well. And actually, I've been surprised by this place because I never seen this before. And it's not even far away from where I used to live, probably 200 kilometers away. And it's amazing, like how you can discover places like this, and amazing, like a stunning place like this. How come I didn't came across to something like this? I know I don't know, but I really want to now to go. Actually, this actually is one probably is the number one priority of my traveling list. Next time I go to Italy, probably around April. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to see this and to draw this today. So grab our pens and let's start. So today I don't have much time, so I will try to condense everything within 1 hour, because I have something else to do. But I think it should be all right. Today will be a slightly quicker one, but it's nice to do and to challenge myself to do this because I really want to capture some really essential details of this scenery. And yeah, let's have a look at this now. I hope you can see my screen on YouTube. If you are following on Instagram, you can watch my YouTube channel as well, where you can have the top view of my drawing. So I think it would be nicer. And also you can see me drawing, and yeah, it will be interesting. And so today we have another architecture type of drawing, and this is actually a very interesting architecture, very intricate, like the one we did the last time for Alhambra. We have this cathedral on top of a rock, in this case, on top of a mountain. It's like hill almost, not really a mountain. And you have the nature, the vegetation at the bottom, and you have this rocky type of architecture almost integrated into the mountain, and then you have the background of the Alps and the sky. And I have seen some. Oh, by the way, the picture of today is provided by. Let me read the name. And provided by Franca Tanda, and it's a great image. I think it catches the soul of this place with this nice contrast between the arches and between the shadow part and the brighter part of this architecture, and catches all the I think that the contrast and the shapes of the details on these architecture facades. So I really like it, and I want to capture that in a relatively quick sketch for today. And I said the other time that Probably one of these sketches would be in a landscape mode. But I really think this one should be in portrait because the image itself is in portrait mode. So I will keep this in portrait for now. Maybe the next one will be in landscape, guys. So if you have any thoughts about which format I should use, please let me know in the comments down below. And yeah, let's get started. So you can find, if you're watching from YouTube, you can find the sketch on the upper left-hand side of the screen. And I will move my iPad to the right in here. I hope it works. So I hope you can still see something. I'm keeping Instagram as well when I'm streaming, just to keep you guys know that keep you guys posted that I'm doing this live stream. Ideally, it would be much more fun and interactive to watch it on YouTube. So go to YouTube if you have the chance. Otherwise, just keep following me on Instagram as well. You'll be absolutely fine. So let me start. So before that, I will introduce my tools. As usual, I will have my Montblanc Meisterstuck 146 with medium nib and black ink on a Fabriano A5 sketchbook with a 200 GMS and smooth surface. And yeah, let's start. And I hope you guys are, whoever is drawing with me today. If I'm going too quickly, just rewatch this video. After the stream, this will become available on my YouTube channel. So today, let's draw this beast. It's very nice. I like this type of almost fantasy world type of architecture. It's almost like from a movie, like The Lord of the Rings or Game of Thrones, that kind of vibe. Let me know if you guys like this type of scenery, if you have drawn this before, and I really like it. So I want to catch this architecture almost pretty much the same like in this photograph, but I actually want to give a bit more depth to this image because at the moment in this photograph is a nice clear sky, clear weather, is a clear day, and there is no much contrast between the architecture and the mountain behind because I think the mountain is standing out too much. There are too many details around the mountain. So if you can see, the architecture is almost blended within the background, which is not a good thing when you want to sketch it. So when it's a nice composition, I feel always you need a certain detachment from the background. So I will reduce the detail of the mountains and highlight the architecture. Yeah, but let's start with the horizon line. But actually, in this image, it's really hard to tell where the eye level is. So I think there is no much point to establish that because there is no perspective line in here. It's like a taken for this type of image taken far, far away. It's almost flat. So all the perspective lines are flat, so they are all horizontal line. There is no lines that goes into vanishing points and things like that. So there is almost no point to highlight where the horizon line is. So just pick a point and start, basically. I will start here where the first level of wall is and where the base of this building is. So this point here, where the rock starts, so where the rocks, the natural rocks finishes and the architecture starts. So I will start with the left-hand side, like here, and I will draw this architecture form first. Yeah. I will try to go a bit faster today, and I hope if you guys can't follow, just ask me questions at the end. I will still do 10 minutes, 5 minutes maybe today of Q&A. If you have any question, just let me know. I will read through and answer you. So I want to actually, I don't want to make this building too big. So I don't want to like cover the entire page with this building. I want to leave a bit of space, and I don't want to put in the middle. So ideally I want to put on the left-hand side. So let's do, I think this scale is okay. I think it's quite important to know roughly where you want to place the building. So when you are not sure, I always tend to draw smaller than I thought, because I tend to oversize things. I don't know if you guys have the same problems. Um, I I think it's quite common to oversize things because you always tends to draw things bigger than it is. So I learn over the time, just scale down a bit of what you think is the right scale. Yeah, let me know in the comments below if you have the same issue. Okay, I have, so I think I'm gonna go a bit more confident today. I just draw piece by piece and see where it goes. So actually, it could be quite interesting to show you guys how sometime I draw. Basically, I don't know uh, how the end result would be because I'm drawing like piece by piece. So I will start with this first and then just relate everything else with this scale and hope for the best at the end. Sometimes with this way, you end up with maybe the not the best perspective you've drawn, but the composition is very it's much more creative than when you do everything by in a one in a go. So yeah, let's see where this drawing take me. So I know roughly there are 4 reinforcements here, and then there is this arch that goes up, and then this maybe is a bit larger. And then, yeah, I will just draw this as a series of horizontal line. It's a very cold, it's very cold, and I seen this morning that in London it actually snowed. It was like I was shocked, like how beautiful was a few days ago. Some heat waves. Yeah, it was such summer day already, and then in a matter of days, like in 2 days, became we went back to winter. Like, oh, it's crazy. But yeah, I want to know from you guys where you watching from. Let me know. And how's the weather there? Is miserably cold like in London today? I mean, I wore jackets, like feather down jackets, and still I felt cold. It was unbelievable. And so wait, so here I've got, so this facade is key. So if I mess this up, probably quite would be not good. So let's not miss this one. So in when you draw architecture, you will find out that there are a few elements that make a certain architecture looks right, and if you get them right, everything else will be easier. But if you get them wrong, probably some other, it's like a domino effect. Some other stuff will follow, and it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just the end result would be um, different from the photograph, or from when you are drawing live from the scenery you are looking. Um, yeah, in my drawing, I tend to draw the architecture as right as possible in terms of perspective and composition. But some artists, like they probably prefer to alter the proportion of a certain element. So yeah, in my case, yeah, I tend to draw them as correct as I can, but without going too many details. So this is here, and yeah, I always forget the name of these elements. And guys, I studied architecture, so it's bad to forget this in. Well, I know in Italian, but I don't know in English. But I because I didn't study it in UK. Um, but if you guys know how they are called, let me know. In Italian, it's contrafforti, which means the walls that balanced give support to the main wall. Uh, I think this needs to be right. Okay, that's fine. So I think now these vertical lines are key. I think I want to get them right um, before going to details. Oops, my mouse fell over. I, Uh, oh, I turned off the chat on YouTube, so now I can see the chat. Let's see who is there. Ed. Hi. Hi, Ed. Welcome back. A bit late to the party. Hi. Don't worry. I was a bit late as well. Good to see you again. And it's probably like that. And from here, yeah, here's already at the end of the the end of the frame. I want to add some more detail in the front. So I want to draw these elements in the front of this castle. Oh, actually, no, it's not a castle. So I didn't cover the location and history properly. So this is the Sagra di San Michele. Sacra means local festival in Italian, but it's also in this case means the abbey, San Michael Abbey. It's near Turin. I think it's near Valsusa or something. Um, yeah, so it's a cathedral. It's a church basically. But like Alhambra, I think it was built with a community there. So there is this church surrounded by buildings. They all support the life in this abbey. So I think they are um, self sufficient. I mean, they grow probably their food, maybe, um, because they are very isolated. So I guess they import the primary food to survive, but then they will grow as much as they can inside the wall. So I want the plants cover the rest of this place. So let's draw roughly the architecture where they are and then see where we can put the plants. Um, and plants here, then oh yeah, Limbo. I'm reading your comments. Um, yeah, like Mont Saint Michel. Yeah, you're right. It is like Mont Saint Michel. How are you doing? Uh, so yeah, I think here is fine. I actually forgot when I draw Mont Saint Michel. It was like it was the fourth challenge or the third challenge. I don't remember. So many challenges ago. So I think he's fine. These are the rock. I quite like the rocks. how it look in this picture. Um, there are really nice chances to create contrast in here. Okay, I think roughly I've got everything covered. It's drafted, so there is a protruding like bridge. Probably it's a walking path, and then it is blended into the nature. Yeah. So what I want to do actually is now to frame this image, but using the frame only on the upper part of this image. Let's see how it goes. So if I frame up to here, and then I will put the name, the text on the, yeah, I will put on the right hand side today. So let me draw this one up to here. So you can create a open bottom. So just to create a bit of variety and have some fun with the framing of the image. So you can go with some trees here to suggest the end of the image, and then maybe some trees in here as well. And you can use the nature to frame this composition. I hope you can see all these like my camera all right on YouTube, because I've realized that sometimes I tend to just move my sketchpad and it just goes away from the camera. I hope you can see all right. Let me know, guys, how you doing, if you're sketching with me, and let me know. Are you drawing with ink or with pencil? Are you doing a quick drawing or you are taking your time? Yeah, okay. I think let's add some text. So I want to add in here Sacra di San Michele. So San Michele is a long word, so it's a bit tricky. So I'm gonna use a pencil first because I don't want to run out of space. So if you're not sure about where to put the text, just use a pencil first. Sacra. Uh, San Michele. So San Michele is really long words. Michele. How many words are there? I need to understand. Michele is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I can start roughly in here. So I want to write roughly the same, the font with the same size. No, what I'm doing? Wrong. Talking too much. When I do text, it's I was keeping saying I will make mistakes sooner or later. So thankfully I was doing with pencil. Michele. Okay. So I will put the sun. Sun means saint. St. I will put in here the in low caps, and no, actually, no, I don't want to put in low caps. I prefer the normal way. The San Michele, yeah, roughly like that. And then today is a challenge number 4. No, sorry, number 9. And today is the last day of the month, 31st of March. Are you ready for tomorrow? Are you oh, are you ready for the April fish tomorrow? And 31st of 03/22, roughly that. Okay, let's go with pen. I will, as usual, leave the top of the frame exposed. When I'm writing texts, I like to add variation in the dimension of the fonts because it creates interesting composition. It's like on newspapers, on the columns on newspapers, they have always different sizes of texts, and that makes the page rich with variation. 09. So 31st of March. Oh, I actually forgot to write the location, the the place, Torino. I think it's alright. I will leave it for this one. Mm. Yeah. Michele in Italian is Michael, as you can easily guess. And is anyone called Michael today in this live stream? Raise a hand if you are Michael. This drawing's for you. Actually, I've got 2 colleagues called Michele. And yeah, I think it's funny thing about the Italian culture is in some places, especially in the south of Italy, you do have two birthday, two birthdays. One for the the day you were born. So that's the official birthday. And then the second official birthday is the day of your name. If you don't know about Christian um, calendar, um, every day of the calendar has a name and has a saint associated to the day. And yeah, like Saint Andrews, um, and Saint Michael, and then I actually forgot. I actually don't know at all when is Saint Andrews because I don't celebrate that. I did once, but then I forgot when was it. I think it was in November or something. And but some places of Italy they do celebrate two birthdays. So one is for the name day. Uh, yeah, let me know if you guys in your areas where you from you do that. But I like this thing because you have the chance to eat two cakes in 1 year. So yeah, you double up the amount of cakes you eat in your life. That's amazing. How wonderful it is. Okay, let's go to the image. I want now to draw shadows, plenty of shadows. Well, not exaggerating, but I want to highlight these parts that are in shading, in shades. So let's do this with vertical first, with vertical hatches first, and then yeah, we'll go quite quickly with this shading and um, let's do this part. Yeah, I want to draw all these openings because it's really interesting on churches and churches facades. It's it's so interesting to look at these openings because they are um, they are very peculiar. They are all different from each other's. It's like DNA. Openings for me is like DNA in um, architectures because with how you arrange the windows on your facade, because not all one building is the same the other, you can recognize your building. And the thing about medieval cathedrals is that there won't be a second one similar to this one because the windows has been arranged through years of people using this place. So you will easily add different windows in different period. So at results, this building will be having a unique facades with unique openings to make it recognizable. So I really like this type of thing, because in modern architecture you almost don't have this uniqueness in the elevation, because it's like everything is done once in like in one time, in one go. So there is no addition. There's no additions that can add character to the building. Okay, so here is quite dark, dark, here's dark, and I will just go quite quickly and add this openings. Okay, I think here is covered. We have another arch in here. So this is quite interesting. This wall comes down and then bend. I think it's a rock or something. This this angle of the wall, I think it's when you need more reinforcement against cannon or enemy's attack. And yeah, as I said in the last sketch about in Alhambra or Mont Saint Michel, these places are not just churches; they are defensive devices. They have to um, they have to defend themselves from enemies' attacks at any time. So half of this architecture are walls to towers or walls to be able to defend themselves. So not many windows and not many big windows, at least. Okay, I think I draw enough. And there's a big shadow in this element. I think these are rock, the natural part of the mountain. And then you have this tower, this defensive wall here. And you have this detail on the top. So it'd be nice to draw it. And let's add some detail. Then here. I think when you draw these details, it doesn't need to be that accurate. Sometimes when you go quicker, I think it's more spontaneous and the drawing will look fresher than when you are meticulously planning where to draw each of the elements. I like when the sketch is more casual, more loose, at least in this scale. Like I'm drawing always in A5. Sometimes I go up to A4. A4 is the copy printer type of page. Is that's the size, and I don't like drawing in A4 because is always like too much detail to do. I like when the drawing is loose. You don't take more than an hour to do that. And when I draw bigger drawings, I don't mind them, but when I draw bigger drawings, I always tend to overcomplicate it. So yeah, it's a different type of drawing, I would say. Yeah. And if you're drawing today, what size are you are drawing? I've seen some of drawings. They are relatively the same size that I'm using. I think they are sketchbook size, A4, A5 or B5. Hey, John Badalona, welcome back. No, no late. You are welcome, and don't worry. Just take your time and draw. It'll be fine. So here's quite dark. And yeah, I think I will use some more. I will draw more details in here. I think in here I will go a bit more loose. So let's carry on the detail of this building below. And draw the shadows in here. And remember to highlight the shadow underneath the roofs, because these will give contrast and some articulation in here. And so here I have a wall. There's a horizontal wall. Oh no, I think is the road. This road does go on to that leads to the castle. Sorry, I'm keeping saying this is a castle. It's a church. It's the abbey. So these are the roads that leads to the entrance of the abbey, which is in here. Um, I think that's okay. Have some rock here. Um, yeah, and here you want to read the patterns in of these rocks against this road. So this is a perfect opportunity to highlight these architectural elements. And then in here as well, I will draw some shadows. And it's key to highlight this detail on the top. Oh. And shadow. And there is a dark entrance. Probably it's a garage or something. Well, probably it's a porch or something in here, and covered by the vegetation. And then, yeah, I will draw the vegetation a bit later. Let's finish the detail of the rock. I think it's quite key to highlight these veins on the rock, um, because these are Alps, so these are really the shape of the rock are quite sharp because they are recent formation. Um, so yeah, it'd be nice to read them. Let's do this, and then some more vertical details, some openings. This little house maybe is the guardian, the house of the guardian, like Hagrid in Harry Potter, that type of house. Oh, uh, there's a big shadow here that helps to read the shape of this building. And then let's add some few detail. And then there is a arch on top, which I missed, but I will add that back. And yeah, I think it's almost there. Just carry on with some rock in here. So here. Okay, I think I'm quite happy about this part. I will add some more trees in here. Because when you have this type of framing using bushes or trees, it's always good to create some contrast to define the edge when possible. Like in this case, on the bottom here, you have a lot of shadows, and there is an opportunity to fill this part with trees and shadows to actually highlight the form of the frame in the bottom. It's always better to highlight something with shadows and the contrast between shadows and light rather than having a line. Line is not always ideal in drawing. I know some artists that's relying completely on shadows and light and not drawing any lines, and still the drawing looks so readable and and actually simple. And I think that's fine. I will add some detail in here. So this bit of shadow will highlight the path in here. Yeah, I think that's perfect. Is enough. And then some trees in here. Okay. I think I'm quite happy about the bottom part. Maybe I will add some random trees in here. You don't need to cover this frame with shadows. You can break that up a little bit with some lines. I think like here you have some pockets of contrast, but it doesn't need to be covered with shading. Yeah, I think that's fine. Okay, the wall is fine. Um, oh yeah, the roof here. I just forgot to define this roof a bit more. So it's key to draw when everything is a horizontal, like um, it's almost when you take a picture from far away, everything reads like horizontally. There is no perspective line. In this case, I find it's very useful to highlight this horizontal line. So you create the effect of layering, and you'll be able then to read the scale of this building. Yeah, at least this is the way I do. Um, so it's very good to highlight all these roofs and yeah, I think this one is good to have more shadow in here. Okay, and then yeah, some bubbles on top as usual. And yeah, just make. I like to when you have vertical elements, like when you have towers, or like in this case, an architecture that is on a hill, which is very reads like very vertically. Uh, a Gothic cathedral, for example, a church, or yeah, that kind of thing. I think it's always nice to make the top of the architecture darker. This way, you read that. Um, I think you can you highlight how tall they are. It's a visual effect that I find is useful to highlight the height of something by drawing the top part darker than the rest. Yeah, let me guys know what you think in this case. So let me add some details in this part because I've got some ruin in here. These are old wall probably. They got destroyed by some attack in the past. Uh, or maybe earthquake. I don't know. I don't know if actually on in the Alps regions you have many that many earthquakes. Probably No, probably it could be because this is sitting on a rock, so any seismic activity it will transmit to this place as well. Like in Italy is quite seismic place. There are a lot of earthquakes in recent years, unfortunately, and some great churches are still have been destroyed and completely destroyed, like Aquila, uh, like in center of Italy. And yeah, unfortunately, we lost all these cultural treasures forever. So very sad, but unfortunately, yeah, Italy is a very, very seismic place. Okay, I think it's enough. What do you think, guys? Is enough for the architecture? Yeah, I will wait a few seconds. I will carry on a bit on the tower here. We'll add some texture maybe. And we'll have this and it would be nice to read some contrast in here, just to read a bit of facade in here. It's nice when you have this type of contrast, and I will extend this a little bit and here. So all these contrasts, is all these openings is absolutely uh, key to highlight this wall and these different planes in perspective. So I think that's fine. Can add some trees in here as well. So this way you can highlight the frame a little bit more. Yeah, I think that's fine. Good. Uh, okay, so now I want to I want to draw some mountains, but I don't want to overdo. Because as I said at the beginning of the video, I really don't want to lose the architecture against the mountain. So I don't want to draw too many things, especially in the background. I will draw with this dotted line, and I will definitely draw some birds. And yeah, I normally draw a lot of birds because it's a simple way to basically to say that this is empty. Because when you don't draw anything, it's hard to tell what it is. Because a white part could be anything. Could be sky, could be mountains, could be a white background, could be sea. But when you put a birds here, you can immediately tell that this is an empty area, this is a solid area, and and help the eye to read the scenery much better. So that's the reason why I put birds. And they are easy to draw. Sometimes you can put balloons or airplanes, that kind of thing. But I love birds because it's natural. Okay, I think I want to maybe to draw um, let me see. Yeah, I want to draw the mountain maybe on top in here. And maybe I want to hint at some texture of the mountain. I don't want it to be like blank white. Yeah, maybe it's good, maybe not, but I want to just create some background, but not too much. I really don't want to overcomplicated this drawing. I just want to draw enough to let people know that there is something behind. I don't want to let people know that there is sky behind, because that is misleading, because it's very important in this scenery to say that behind this, so this architecture is among the mountains, the Alps. So I think a hint like here will be enough. There is also another way to do this job, to highlight the architecture, which is drawing the mountains really dark. So you either want to draw your subject dark or your background dark. In this case, it could work, but I don't want, oops, I don't want to do that. Oh. I don't want to do that in this one. Maybe another one. Yeah. Okay. Maybe I will draw some sky in here. Okay, I think I'm quite happy about the outcome. And let's put the signature here. And yeah, I think I'm done. 45 minutes, no, more than 45 minutes, an hour. I managed to keep everything under 1 hour. So it's a good one. I had fun. What do you guys think about the drawing of today? Let me know in the comments. And yeah, if you have any question, let me know. I will have a 5 minutes of Q&A if you have any questions. Or please just say hi on Instagram or on YouTube. Barry Zhang, amazing. Thank you very much, Sui-chan. And yeah, I hope you draw this time. Otherwise, yeah, join the next one. And yeah, we'll have another one on Sunday. So I'm going to do three drawings per week, and it will be on Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. And yeah, I think this way is more relaxed, so I can organize the session better than if I do 4 drawings a week, because I have to work as well. Yeah, so Ed, thank you for joining today as well. John Badalona, magnificent job. Thank you. I hope I captured the essence of this scenery, but I'm quite happy about the drawing of today. And yeah, let's go to Instagram and let me know if you have any question. Lopez Zia Aradia. Hi, I'm waving to you. Welcome again. Thank you. And joined. Yeah, I will jump the first part. on Instagram, there is a feature that you can ask questions in a specific session with a question mark. So if you have any, just post there. Join. I guess nominee. Nope, not Sacra. Ah, Sacra. Oh, Limbo. Oh, did I? I got it wrong. Sacra. Really? Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Sacra. Sorry. I will. Well, that's an easy fix. So this basically is not a G, is a C. It's Sacra. Sacra means sacred or something, I guess. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I messed this up. Yeah, it would happen someday, and today happened. I will fix that. That is a easy fix. So yeah, Limbo, don't worry. As I said at the beginning of the challenge, everyone who submitted and the ones I've selected will be selected in the final challenges, in the final prize. But each of you will receive the digital form, the digital version of this drawing, of each of the drawing that I've featured in this challenge. So I will fix this mistake typo before I send to you. And thank you very much for sending. It's one of the few San Michele monastery from Middle Age. Yeah. Oh yeah, I should have read this before. Thanks for the historical insights. Like Mont Saint Michel. Oh yeah, now I understood. I understand the comments where it is from. Yeah. That's the good thing about these challenges. You can Sacra. It was Sacra with C. Yeah. I kept I kept doing these mistakes. But thank you very much for letting me know. The good thing about these challenges is that you will always learn something new. Yeah, I will draw it too. Limbo, I hope you will do. And please post me in the uh, tag me in your post and let me know when you've done. I'm really looking forward to see it. Uh, oh my God. Yeah. Gianluigi, hi. Sacra is near to Chaberton. Oh, really? Oh, I didn't know that. Ah, so they're all very close to each other. Oh, nice. Awesome. Guys, it's has been a really a pleasure to have you guys in the chat and letting me know this information. And thank you very much, everyone, for watching this challenge again today. And please subscribe to the YouTube channel if you don't want to miss any of the upcoming videos. And let me know if you like or don't like this challenge. Just feel free to put anything in the comments when I upload this video on. And that being said, thank you very much again, and see you in the next one. Bye.